Thank you, Madam Speaker. I know Mheshimiwa Ferdinand always masquerades and takes my position. But that's on a light note, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I also want to support this motion. Madam Speaker, Kenya is a sporting nation, but we have not lived to that billing that our athletes, our sportsmen and women, Madam Speaker, most of them, they are languishing in poverty. They have represented the country, they have carried our flag high in international arenas, Madam Speaker. But if you go down and look at the athletes who are great sportsmen and women a few years ago, you'll find most of them, you can't even recognize them. It is a very timely motion that we should now have a predictable system and scheme that recognizes our men and women who have made this country, Madam Speaker, great in the international arena. You can imagine just a few weeks ago in Tokyo, our national anthem, Madam Speaker, sang 7 times with our athletes who were there and performed very well. We remember some time back when I think I was still in primary, there was a great athlete called Henry Rono. Henry Rono broke 4 world records, Madam Speaker, in a span of 1 month and a few days. And the same gentleman, Henry Rono, although he worked and remained in America for a long time, but there was nothing to show off. When he came here in Kenya, no recognition, nobody even knew who Henry Rono was, but he was a great man, Madam Speaker. And many others, people like Kipchoge Keino, Madam Speaker, they are the people who have excelled and have become role models. We have footballers, Madam Speaker, we have other sportsmen and women, including the chairman of sports here, Madam Speaker, Mheshimiwa Tim Wanyonyi. He's a great footballer, and he played for the country. I remember when we were at school, we used to call him Amboseli. He was in our neighboring school, and I was in the other school, Madam Speaker. So we have these people spread all over. There are recent the heroes and heroines like Faith Kipyegon. I saw her in 1,500 meters when she was beckoning her colleague who was lying, I think, 5th or something, to come forward, to come and close the gap between her and them. And she inspired that girl, and she came number 2 to her, Madam Speaker. And you could see those are people who are not selfish, they are motivating. She was even, in 5,000, she had even to slow down the other girl to beat her. So you can see, if we have a system of rewarding these people, including even naming streets and national colors and many other things and financial rewards, and that of even giving them that a medical scheme that will enable them, Madam Speaker, to always access health facilities without any problem. So, Madam Speaker, this is a good motion and we want to support it. And sports in this country, Madam Speaker, I remember in the early 90s, 80s, Kenya, our football was on a very high notch, but at the moment it has gone down. Recently, when we had a journey here, Madam Speaker, the president motivated the team and by rewarding them with cash awards. And you saw what the team did. They played very well. We beat giants like Morocco. We beat most of those big teams that the group we were in, we looked like we were the underdogs. But we ended up being on top of that group, Madam Speaker. So we need to continue encouraging these young men and women that sports actually today is the highest paid event in the world. Sports pays very well. When you look at footballers who are playing in Europe, Madam Speaker, they earn so much money that if you look at anybody who is employed, including even our president, cannot earn that much. So if this is properly channeled, and also we must have also a system of even training our athletes, because some of them, Madam Speaker, they become champions when they are very young, and they have nobody to direct them even how to invest the money they receive. So you find maybe some people just come and exploit them and start taking the money from them. So if we find also a system of even protecting these young athletes, we have had foreign agents who come here, Madam Speaker, and unfortunately we don't protect our athletes. They come here and mislead these young men and women, sometimes even start fitting them on drugs. And then you find this becoming a dangerous thing that even spoils the career of these people. So we want to continue and make sure that Kenya remains a sporting nation, and we must recognize our heroes and heroines, Madam Speaker, those who have excelled, who have carried the flag of our country very high. So, Madam Speaker, I just want to support and say it's a great motion. I want to thank Mheshimiwa CNN for bringing this motion. Madam Speaker, thank you very much and God bless.
Very much. I would like, for the same reasons, for that purposive